Well, here we are. Welcome to this website. You're going to watch a video that's going to take about 15 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how you can make $540 multiple times a day, multiple times a week, and no matter what happens, you'll be in the black. You will be in profit mode within your first 7 days following our system. First of all, this new business model was created by Mr. Jason Pearson. Not only has it been created by him, but Jason Pearson has come up with some really neat concepts. One of them is your income will not be determined by enrollment. Your income will be determined by this thing that takes place called cycle. Every time an individual cycles with this business model, you make $540. Many of us, that's several hours apart. Some of us, as much as once a day. Others maybe once a week, and even some maybe once every 2 weeks. Whatever it is, because there's a one-time $260 fee, you are now set up to be in profit mode, never paying out a residual payout or auto ship or any of those things. It's better. Enrollment is important, but it's not directly correlated with your income. Enrollment will help you to cycle. Enrollment will help you to feel what we call a matrix. You're going to see about that in just a moment. The thing I love most about it, there's no recruiting. Well, using my model that I've created inside this matrix system, each individual can become very successful by just inviting people to a webinar or sending them to their website where they can watch this video like you're watching. What's really neat about it is when you get started, we can get you set up with one right away so you can start having people right now sign up for your business. Every day, people come into our opportunity from around the globe. Why? Because each individual doesn't have to become a recruiting genius. We can close them for you with a presentation just like this one. Well, what happens? What's the product? Great question. There's a real unique business model here where Jason Pearson takes his road to success and all he's done on the internet and teaches folks with any type of business that they have how to become successful with it. Doesn't matter if you're a barber, if you in fact you drive truck, it doesn't matter what your business is. How to leverage the internet so that business will become automatic for you. These are the products. It's a home study course. And this home study course is so amazing in itself that no matter what your business is, you will leverage it using the internet. Guess what? There's not extra money for this. That's what you get for the $260. Plus, you get the amazing resale rights. And what happens is every time you cycle, you get a new pack at your door. Well, there's trainings that teach you how to leverage these products right here so you can make a fortune. But let's not forget, this is about real people making real money every day of the week. Let's take a look further. Here's how it works. It's a 2x2 force matrix. I call it the Pearson matrix. With this matrix, it's pretty phenomenal in that you don't have to continually pay money out of your pocket to re-enter a new matrix so you can make more money. It's quite simple. As I stated earlier, there's a one-time $260 fee, one time. And then there's you and whoever invited you into the system. Whoever invited you to their website to get started, they, along with you, will assist you in identifying two champions, two people who also would like to be able to start the same thing. What's amazing is you don't have to ruin your relationships with your friends any longer, with your relatives, because our internet systems will do it for you. Just like you're watching this video. So here's how you make the money. When you have two people who get there too, let's say you got these two people right here, Joy and Tammy. Joy and Tammy, when Joy and Tammy get two people, you've just made $540. Well, one of the reasons we use the internet is so this can happen fast. It can happen while you're sleeping. It can happen while you're at your child's school. It doesn't matter where you are, you can leverage it. We know that this has been a challenging year for many people, including the state of Michigan, where we've lost more than 500,000 jobs were lost last year. Well, we found the way using this system, this Pearson matrix, where any individual can get back on top with a one-time payment of $260, be in the black. A lot of people in the first 24 hours, but even if it takes a week, you're in the black. You've already made a profit, but it will continue on. Let's look further. So, you find your two that get to, along with the person that brought you in. We use an unselfish model so that everyone gets help. We want to make sure you get a website set up and get to the point so you can have a website that's recruiting for you so that you don't have to do much at all. You also will take a look. This is what I call full matrix. This matrix is full because two people have their two. When this happens, as I stated earlier, you generate money. You generate a total of $800. 540 goes out to you. Every Friday, checks are mailed out from the pay period leading up to that week. So every Friday night, midnight Pacific Standard Time, all the cycling that you've done, all that money gets mailed out. For example, I live in Pennsylvania. Every Monday, my checks arrive promptly. If you live in California, I think they arrive Tuesday. Depends on where you are in the world. What's really neat is, although you get paid $540, $260 that doesn't come out of your pocket re-enters you back into the system. And that $260 re-enters you back into the system so you can start an entire new matrix. That's powerful, but it gets better. You can actually, if you notice something, there was a word called follow me on the first page. Follow me means everyone that you have personally enrolled under you, when you go into a new matrix, when they cycle, they end up following you there. So your goal is to help them get set up as soon as they get in, and that way when they cycle, they end up in your new matrix. But it doesn't stop there. We believe in the biblical model of teaching people. Well, here's what happens. We teach and train your new people along with you and how they can cycle. And when they cycle and help their people, guess what happens for them? They just filled your matrix and you didn't even have to recruit anybody else. What's really wild is, even if you want it to or not, your website is recruiting for you. I may have said that fast, but you can watch this as many times as you like. Let's not forget that $540 goes back into your pocket for the next pay period, along with all the other times that you will cycle. Re-enter the new matrix. And when you re-enter it, you do the same thing again. You get two who get their two, and you cycle again. What that means for you is, instead of just having two people that follow you, you now have four people that follow you, and each of those four people have about 12 following them. Let's take a look. You make 540 again, which means you're at a total of 1,080. And instead of, when you cycle again, you don't just have two people following you. You've got the two people, but then all of these people who are following them. Every two people that come in, they actually follow the person that brought them in, which means you're going to easily fill your matrix the way the rest of us do. Why? Because we build a model up where everyone can be successful. If you've been unsuccessful in the past in network marketing and direct sales, guess what? Look up. You can do it, and you don't have to pay out every month. More importantly, it's only early in the week, or maybe if it's Friday, you can still cycle already and be in profit mode in that very day, in this pay period. Let's take a look. If you look at this scenario, I will show you three people who need to cycle. However, this empty slot, this empty slot, and this empty slot must be filled before they can cycle. Here's how powerful it is. Let's say that you are Sonny and you have someone named Rick, and both of you guys are away at the emergency room, and you've been there for 3 days with some friends you love very much, so you can't work to get anybody there. You haven't set up your website yet, but you do have these other people. Let's say this guy Mike, he's a hustler. This guy gets it done, so he enrolls someone named Randy. When Mike enrolls Randy, he has a full matrix, so he cycles. Because he's under Rick, he follows Rick. When he cycles, he gets placed into a new matrix, which now fills Rick's matrix. So now, 540 were made by Mike, 540 were made by Rick, right? But it's not over. Rick just cycles because now his matrix is filled with Mike. So Rick, when he fills his matrix, he cycles and he ends up again in Sonny's matrix. Now, with the enrollment of just one person, all three have made 540. That's the power of the concept of being unselfish and helping people when they come in get set up, and that's why we do it. You can